Hey guys, so welcome to the KCB channel and also welcome to the new Fantasy Premier League season, the 2021-2022 FPL season. So for everyone watching for the first time, in this YouTube channel I try to do Fantasy Premier League content as well as other football related content if I can. So the first series that I'm welcoming for the new season is going to be a very simple series to capture my journey throughout the campaign. I'm just gonna call it Road to 20k, which basically means that I've been trying to get into the top 20k since I've played the game. To give you a little bit of a background of who I am as an FPL player, I guess. So this will be my 10th season as in like playing the game. I'm just a regular person who enjoys playing the game. In the first years of playing FPL, my rankings were very bad. I've always finished outside 100k, and it was around 3 seasons back which I started playing the game a little more seriously, and I finished around 40k I think, and a season after that I finished around 40k as well, and last season was my best ever rank, which was around 30ish k. I came very close to a 20k finish, but I think I messed up in the last game week or so. So yeah, so my personal ambition for the new season is just to finish inside the 20k mark. I just thought that it would be a fun journey to bring everyone along. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the series, and let's get started with game week 1. Alright, so starting in goal we have Robert Sanchez, who got us 2 points, which was a little bit disappointing. I think Brighton conceded very early in the game, maybe in the first 10 minutes, but I'm not so overly concerned with him, considering the fact that I think Brighton has a very good run of fixtures coming up, so it's a very much a set and forget pick for me. And then in defense we have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kufau and Tsimikas. The 2 Liverpool players both provided us with 6 points each, and Kufau only provided 1 point. So I think with Trent and Tsimikas, Tsimikas provides such a good value at 4 million, and I think he'll just continue to be in my team until Andy Robertson comes back to full fitness. And Trent, I think in the first game week he wasn't as attacking as I want him to be, but I think it comes down to the fact that Van Dijk just came back to full fitness, and also Tsimikas is it was probably Tsimikas' first start in a Liverpool shirt. So Trent wasn't allowed to be as attacking, but overall I think he still put very dangerous balls into the box, and he's just a good FPL asset in the long term. Kufau is another player who conceded quite early on in the game, maybe in the first 5 to 10 minutes as well. Still, it was a very fun game to watch, and Kufau found himself in good areas of the pitch, like attacking areas. But we'll just have to monitor how West Ham does as a defensive unit, and just monitor Kufau as if he's still a good option for us. So yeah, so that's the defense. And in midfield we have Riyad Mahrez, 2 points, which was very disappointing because I had in the preseason I had to make sure that there was enough budget to get Riyad Mahrez in. I think I had to transfer out Luke Shaw just to make sure that I could fit him in my team. I think what Man City tried to do on the day is attack on the side of the Spurs right back, Tanganga, which was the side of for Man City was Raheem Sterling and Jack Grealish. I think Tanganga had a very good game, and as a result I think Mahrez was on the right side was left out of the game a little bit. The 2 big hitters for us this week were Bruno Fernandes and Salah. I think Bruno Fernandes, he was never going to leave my team, and I think everyone has him in their team. So scoring a hat-trick, so that's great. It was a very good performance from Man United and Bruno Fernandes, so I'm very happy with that. And with Salah, he always has a very good game week 1, so I'm just happy that he did well as well, because he's my captain pick. He got 17 points, which is just great, like having 2 assists and 1 goal. He's, I think, for me by far Liverpool's best asset in the game. Then the other two midfielders, we have Harvey Barnes, 3 points. So he got a clean sheet, but apart from that, it was a bit disappointing. But he still has very favorable fixtures coming up, and we just have to see if he and Leicester pick up their game in the next game weeks. The last midfielder we have is Ben Rama, who gave us 12 points, which was very good. He carried, like I picked him because his preseason form was so good, and luckily he carried his preseason form in the first game week as well. And yeah, it was so fun watching West Ham play, and Ben Rama was so involved in how West Ham link up. With the forwards, we have Mikel Antonio, who was so good to watch as well, similar to Ben Rama. I think they linked up quite well, and I think maybe it was either Antonio providing the assist for Ben Rama or the other way around. But overall, I think both the West Ham players played really well, and they were so attacking as a team. And yeah, it's just good that both players performed really well for us this week. Lastly, we have Danny Ings. Like, I was so relieved when Aston Villa got a penalty in the last minute, and it was Danny Ings who took the penalty. I think because El Ghazi left the field already. I think overall the new players of Aston Villa are still finding their form and still finding the way to play together. But yeah, I think Danny Ings with the goal, hopefully it should give him some confidence going into the next game week. So with everyone combined, we have a total of 106 points, which is, I think, my best ever game week 1 point tally. And yeah, I think that just comes down to like the majority of the players performing, and most of our assumptions coming true, like Ben Rama like having a cracker of game. And it's just very rare sometimes to see that most players just like perform as we expect them to. So hopefully the good run of form continues on to the game week 2 as well. Alright, and so for game week 2, I'm not going to make any transfers this week, because when I made this this team for game week 1, I always had game week 2 and game week 3 in mind as well. I think everyone on my team has great fixtures in the first 3 game weeks. So I'm trying to be patient with my transfers, and yeah, and hopefully it will pay off. The only transfer option that I had in mind was maybe transfer out Mahrez to someone like maybe Heung-min Son or Jack Grealish, because I'm not sure if Mahrez will start the game against Norwich. But still, even if he doesn't start, if he comes on for 20 or 30 minutes, he's still a great option. So we'll just see how things go in this game week, and maybe make changes in the next one. The only change that I made for this game week is put Kufa on the bench and Luke Ayling in the starting lineup instead. That's just because I didn't want to be too reliant on West Ham, and having 3 West Ham players I think is like, it just sounds a bit risky to me. So I put Luke Ayling there instead, and with Everton at home, hopefully Leeds will keep a clean sheet. So yeah, that's my squad selection for game week 2. For next week, I'll keep you guys updated about how my team performs, and if we're getting any closer to our ambition, which is a 20k finish in this fantasy Premier League season. So if you guys enjoy watching this video, please subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.